The town of McAllen, Texas, sits on the U.S. Mexico border. Its mayor, Javier Villalobos, joins us now. Mayor, thanks so much for joining us. How concerned are you that you will be overwhelmed come midnight tonight?
Actually, Elizabeth, this time we are a little bit more concerned. Of course, we've been having this issue for the past decade, and we've been able to handle it pretty well. We were expecting we were prepared for about 2,000 immigrants once 42 was lifted, but it hasn't even been lifted yet, and we expect to have, even today, before it's lifted, at least 2,000. Catholic Charities is expected to have already about 1,000 to 1,500, and then they're being bused to different areas around Hidalgo County. So we're, of course, right off the bat, what we're doing is we're ramping up our camping on Salduas Park from 2,000 to hopefully about 5,000 within a couple of days.
All right. I know you're setting up extra tents in a large park near the border. How many people do you think you'll be able to house actually in McAllen?
Well, actually, it's not in McAllen. What we do have in McAllen is Catholic Charities, and they have about 1,500. At Salduas Park, which we assist in running with the assistance, of course, of Catholic Charities, we are trying to ramp it up to about 5,000, and I think that might be our capacity, 5,000,
right.
6,000. Currently, we have a capacity of about 2,000, but even before the lifting, we're already there. So this time, I am a little more concerned than I have been before.
Yeah, and hundreds of migrants are camping out just across the border from your city in the city of Reynosa, Mexico, waiting to cross into McAllen. Have you seen these encampments?
I've seen them. I've seen them actually for months. As a matter of fact, what we have more south of McAllen, or actually south of the city of Hidalgo in Reynosa, is a lot of Haitian immigrants. And I know they've been waiting for the lifting of 42, and that's something that concerns us. And then we've always said the immigrants do not want to stay here in the border area. They want to move on north. And before they could, because they would always come in, we'd do logistically what we had to do, set it up, and they were out. We might have some issues now, because a lot of the immigrants now do not have the financial resources. So if they get stuck here, that means we're going to get stuck. So
right.
Now we're looking for assistance from the state to assist us with buses to take them to their ultimate destination, which we know is not here in McAllen.
How are the citizens of McAllen coping with all this? We've seen in other border cities there's both compassion for the desperation of the migrants and real resentment and fear about being overrun.
Well, there's a misconception as to what's going on in McAllen. In McAllen, even the previous years, we've never really had issues because everything would logistically happen, and we took care of it. I would challenge people, go find me an immigrant in McAllen. Even though we had the location of Catholic Charities, about 1,500 people, it was always contained. They don't have to listen to us. They don't have to listen to Catholic Charities, but it was always contained, and they did. So we never had the issues. So the city of McAllen, I mean, we continue to be one of the safest cities in the country, and that's what we want. So we need to make sure that we keep on doing it. Now, this is the first time that I really am a little more concerned, specifically because I know that even without the lifting, we are already at 2,000 something, and on Salduas, 1,500 Catholic Charities, and they're also transporting to areas around our community. So this is for the first time, I really am a little more concerned.
Yeah, I've interviewed you before on this issue, Mr. Mayor, and you sounded a lot more optimistic the last time I talked to you. So I don't know. I hope you have everything in place tonight when this all happens, yes?
Well, we have as much as we can, and we had expected possibly about 2,000 within a couple of days, but we have 2,000 in one day, or even before it's lifted.
Yeah. All right. Mayor Villalobos, best of luck to you. I know that you have your hands full in the next coming days, and we'll see how big it's going to be. All right? We'll check in with you, I'm sure, tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.